And we're live.
We're live. We're live. Next Gen is live. So, guys, afternoon. Joffrey Shea here from the Next Gen Football Academy with another one of our live session workouts from home. Hopefully you've got yourself a nice safe space. As we said, it is normally a nice quiet area, which is normally a fine place to play football. Obviously, as soon as I started talking, the cars come up the road. But normally a quiet space. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a little look at balance, as well as looking at the weight of pass that we'll be using in games as well. So if you are at home, I've said to grab a few markers. I have actually also grabbed some bigger ones as well to make it slightly easier. I've also got a tennis ball which you might want to grab if you've got one close to you. That'd be great, but they're not necessarily needed for the session. It's just maybe to adapt it slightly to help with what we're looking at today, guys. So I'll give you another minute or so just to get ready. As always, please pause the video and press play when you're ready to move on or when you're ready to go. Okay? How are we looking, Chris, on time?
Yeah, good. We've got Harry Williamson in. Very eager.
Good afternoon, Harry. Hope he's well. Anyone else?
No, that's it for the time.
Just Harry W at the minute?
Yeah, it's Harry.
Spot on. Well, he'll have a good session, almost a one-to-one. So, here's what we're going to do today. Before we carry on with that, I better quickly mention that obviously all these videos as well are going up onto our Next Gen YouTube channel, so you can go back and find them. I know lots of you already get stuck into those, so yeah, you can have a look at those whenever you want to, okay? But the live session for today, here's what we're going to do. Balance and weight of pass. Now, we're going to start off with using the similar skills that we worked on last week. Remember turning, we looked a lot at the Cruyff turn, and we also used the step-on turn throughout the whole of the session. I'm going to use my wall to bounce the ball to and back, and I'm just going to focus on taking one touch to the side, turning back to where I came from, and then passing back to the wall. Okay? So touch to the side, turn, and then pass back to the wall. So working forwards, to a side, turn, back to the wall. Okay, nice and close to start off with. There's the turn, forwards, back to the wall. Any way you like, just to get going, just to get warm, get your feet moving. Just to get going. We're going to do it for about a minute or so. Just using your turns to the middle, touch the side, and back onto the wall. Halfway through, keep going.
We've got Jack O'Neill as well tuning in, Joff, giving it a go himself.
Who's that, Jack O'Neill?
Yeah.
Afternoon, Jack. And hold there. So, again, just working not too long. Just getting nice and warm, getting the feet moving. Pass to the wall, receive back, left or right, and then turn back to the centre point and play back to the wall, okay? We're going to go again. Make sure you're working as equally as possible, 2 feet. Trying to use both feet to turn, whether it's that way or that way. Don't worry too much for now, just as we get warm, okay? Here we go again. Just a quick minute. Keep going at home. Another 20 seconds. Okay. Another 20 seconds. Working both feet. to the wall, to the side. Ten more seconds, 2 or 3 more. And time there. So, as I've said, that's just a little recap on last week. Within the warm-up, looking at turning, little introduction to weighted pass, which we're not really even talking about yet. Step on turn, quick turn from last week. This week, balance, weighted pass. When we're playing in football, the whole time we're using balance, changing direction, running with the ball. Anything that we're doing is going to involve balance. We're very rarely stood on 2 feet in a match of football. So what we're going to work on for this balance to begin with is we're going to use the football, and we're going to really simply, while staying still on 1 foot, move the football around the standing foot in a circle. Okay, around it goes in a circle. Once you've done 3, change foot, and off you go again. So, guys at home, if you are able to do that really, really easily, then to push up the balance even further and to make you focus a little bit more, can you start to speed it up a tiny bit and start to get the ball around a little bit quicker, okay? Whilst keeping control of the ball. If you can keep your eyes up as well and feel the ball under your foot for more balance, and obviously again more awareness, like so. Okay, switch back over after 3. Tell what foot I am. 2 footed. There we go. And 3. I said to you guys as well, if you're finding that really, really easy and you've got clearly a good level of balance already, then move over to a tennis ball and try the tennis ball instead. So here we go. Again, try and keep the eyes up as much as possible, and work that circle with the ball. You can see it's trickier, like so. When you've done 3, other way around. Like so. And 3. You can see clearly requires more balance to do so. Try not to step on the ball, because obviously that's not balancing, that's just having 2 feet on the floor. So try and be nice and light with that touch as you work. Can you see my feet?
Yeah.
Try and be nice and light with that touch on top of the ball, like so. Okay? The smaller the touches and the smaller the movement, the more balance you should be able to move, the more balance you should be able to keep as you do that. So just a little tip, if you're trying to do really big ones, it's going to be hard to keep your balance. You have to do big swings and you fall off balance. So this is all about staying nice and stable with your standing leg. So we're going to go again. We're going to go 3 in one direction and then 3 in the other direction with the same foot. You'll see what I mean. 1, 2, 3, and now back the other way. 1, 2. You might find this way slightly easier, slightly harder. Personally, it's a little bit trickier. There we go. Once you've done that on one foot, we're going to go 3 round on your other foot and 3 the opposite direction on your other foot. So here we goes. 1. If I'm going too quick at home, just just pause it. Take your time. Figure it out. 2. Okay, 3. I'm going to go the other direction. by keeping your eyes up and focused on something in the distance, it might help you maintain a little bit more balance as well. Just a tiny little point. Just focus on something. I'm just focusing on the middle of the house as much as possible to stop me from looking here, and then you start to feel everything wobbling around and you will come off balance. So that's the balance that we've done to start off with the ball. Hopefully you understand those and you get those those drills and you're able to do them. I'm now just going to drop down the 3 cones here. Now the distance you put these cones to each other is I should go red. Yeah. Is important. It's not, if I try and put these like this, it's not just completely unrealistic that I'm going to be able to lean and reach all of these cones. So they only need to be extending you out a tiny bit so that you feel like you're almost at a stretch. Okay. Now I'm gonna use these bigger cones, slightly raised, just to help you see and to make it slightly easier. Okay, and then I'm going to progress it on for myself in a moment. So we've got 3 areas and we've got 2 cones. We're going to move 1 cone and then 1 yellow cone and put it onto the 3 blue cone. Then I'm going to move the red cone onto the 3 blue cone. You will hopefully see it and understand it even clearer as you watch it. So without a football, this is purely to work on your balance, which isn't just for football, it's for many sports. It's going to help you with your balance. So here's what I mean. I'm going to take the red cone off 1 foot and move it to the spare cone. I then take the yellow cone with my other hand and move it to the one. Okay, each time returning to a position at the top where I'm nice and straight, okay, before going back down to move the cone. Okay, back to straight, back to the other hand. Back to the other cone, other hand. Just going to work another 10 seconds. Okay, see how well you can do. Maintain balance before you go again. So straight to down. Okay, to straight, change, to straight, down. Last one. To straight. To straight. To down. Okay. All of that was done balancing on my left foot. Gonna switch straight away. Now everything's gonna be done balancing on my right foot. Okay. Probably needs a little bit more work. So I'm gonna really focus here on being nice and steady and nice and slow with my movements. Okay. Not rushing. I'm not trying to get 100 movements. I'm just trying to get 6, 7, 8 maybe. Really nice, controlled, balanced movements. So here we go again. Opposite foot now. Move it straight to the spare. Back to straight. Straight. To the spare. Switching hands each time still. To the straight. Switch hands to the spare. Oh, it's tricky. Okay, another 10 seconds. Just get 2 maximum more in. Just get another 2 in. 1. Nice and controlled, steady. Straight to spare and have a rest there. If you're really struggling with that, then move the cones closer together, like so. You'll find that might make it slightly easier. like so. Or alternatively, if you need to maybe have slightly higher cones, you can get the orange ones, pointy ones, they'll elevate the cones even higher. Or you can maybe use water bottles and move those from zone to zone, okay? Anything you've got that's a little bit higher will be easy to balance, because it's when you get down low that you're going to start to struggle. So having done that at a medium level, if you like, we're now going to take away the blues, really test some balance, okay? And I'm just going to work from here in that same triangle. I don't need markers down, you can work out where it's going to be. Don't drop them, don't throw them, place them down without leaning on the ground too much. So again, I'm just going to make 6 or 7 movements, no more than that, okay? We're just going to work as steadily as possible. Your aim is not to let your foot touch the floor. If it does touch the floor, reset, and then try again without letting it touch the floor. So, here it goes. Each time back to straight. Forgot there. To the balance. So, to another balance. To another one. To another balance. 2 more. Last one. To the final spot. Back to balance. There you go. Just change foot and go straight back in. Just use left, now I'm going to use my right. Exactly the same again, coming back to nice and straight in between each go. Try and show a little bit of control. Go the other way. Straight. Balance. The further away you put the cones from yourself, the harder you'll make this. How you doing, you right? Okay, so straight, and then put the cone down as far away as you can without overbalancing. And back to straight each time, yeah? To straight. And back down. To straight. To back down. Another 2. Nice and smooth if you can. To straight. To smooth. Last one. Nice and straight. To back down. Definitely, as it goes on, you're going to start to get more and more tired, especially your legs. But for older players, this is going to start to help you with a little bit of injury prevention as well, especially in your ankles and your knees. It's going to start to give you a little bit more protection towards rolling ankles, twisting ankles, and just generally having a bit more strength in those joints as well. For younger players, if you can move quicker from side to side and have a little bit more balance and agility, then that's going to help you be faster than other players, and it's going to help you be a little bit stronger and changing direction certainly a lot quicker. So we've done a lot of work being very still. We want to get the ball involved, I know, as much as possible. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take that and so we're going to start looking at our weight of pass. So remember those balancing things we've spoken about already. Okay, weight of pass, we're going to start to think about playing the ball to the wall in one touch. Straight onto the wall and back again. Okay? See, I'm not going to leave myself being too rushed. If I play the ball really fast, I'm going to end up losing control of the ball. Cheers, Chris. What you got? Losing control of the ball, chasing it through the flower beds, wherever it's gone. So, see how long you can go. Like keepy uppies, when you're trying to beat a high score, okay? It's exactly the same game but against the wall. So you're trying to keep on the move, just like so. and you're trying to beat a high score of how many times you can play against the wall, like so. More advanced players, if you're looking for more balance between both feet, like I'm doing now, one foot, then the other foot, one foot, then the other foot, okay? And once we've got that level of control within our weighted pass, then we can start to add an extra little bit that we're going to look at now. So we're looking to play one touch, and that doesn't always necessarily mean we have to play fast. Okay, we spoke last week about turning without a touch, and we're going to include that in the session today. So we're going to take 2 touches and a no touch turn. Show you what I mean? If you're ready to move on to this, then come and do it straight away with me. If you need to practice first your one touch stuff just to build up your level of control, then do that. Here's what we're going to do though. When you're feeling confident, we're going to play the ball to the wall. We're going to let the ball run through our legs. Turn, any turn you like. Growth turn from last week, step on from last week if you want. Back to the wall, step forward, turn, and play against the wall. Through the legs, turn, pass. Through the legs. Like so. What this will give you is a really good understanding of how hard or slow you want to be passing the ball. If you pass the ball too slow, you end up waiting for it, and it's not very realistic, and it's too slow, and you're not going to start pushing yourself. You want to play at a speed that is slightly pushing you, but not so much that you're ending up down the road, down the garden, down the park, miles away, wherever it is you're playing. So you wait a pass, not too fast. Now I'm miles away from my next one. So wait a pass, nice and controlled. A little bit faster than that. So it's in, turn, pass. In, probably a bit slow. Ooh. Turn. Okay, you're going to get the idea. I'm going to run through just 10 passes. Each time I'm going to make sure I get past this yellow line. That's key. I don't want to be working close on that yellow line, a little bit too tight for now, okay? So that's, for me, round about 3 steps away. If you want to put markers down, you can put some markers down. That distance away from your wall or your partner, whoever it is you're working with. I'm always going to let the ball come back behind. Going to work 10. Here we go. 10 passes, Chris. Let me know where to go.
Ready, set, go.
Three. And 10. So, alright, a lot of movement. Keep going at home, sorry, if you're still there, keep going. Keep working nice and hard, all the way to the finish. Couple of points, technical points. You might have to adjust your turn based on your weighted pass. But what you don't want to be doing is going too far down the road. Again, a slight progression. 5. Drop in reds. Bit easier to see the reds.
Yeah, pretty similar.
Listen there. Tiny progression again for players that need it, that need to push themselves a bit more. I've added in a second line. I'm aiming to reach the ball as close to that second line as possible. The whole time I'm going to be working nice and fast. So quick example, if I let the ball roll between my legs and turn on the line, that's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. You know yourself if you're working slowly like this, or if you're working at a tempo that's pushing yourself slightly. Try and go as close to the line as you can. Don't be afraid of going past it. Making a bit of a mistake. Experiment with playing a little bit quicker, a little bit of feel, okay? All about weight of passes, how hard we're passing the ball. Every single time you're thinking, is it going to get there? Do I need to play faster? Do I need to play softer? The more you do this, the more you're going to understand how your weight of pass works. It's just practice, 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 guys. So, as close as you can to the line. Don't be afraid of going a little bit past it because you're trying to push yourself and play a bit faster. I'm going to work less this time. We're going to work just 5. And I'm going to see how close I can get to the line each time. Here we go. You ready? Off we go. I knew I was off then. And hold there. You see, even within then, I had 2 or 3 where I went pretty short. Don't wait and chase, don't wait for the ball. Get after it nice and quick, turn and play again, okay? Don't rest and think you've done it because you're slowing down on the play. You don't have time to do that. And last one as well, tried to correct it myself, tried to play a lot faster and ended up having to take a touch while I was going down the road past the van. So for you guys there, think about what we've just spoke about. Right the pass, can we get a lot closer to the red line? Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Just doing a bit of work. Yeah, go. See you later on. Cool. So, learn from what you've just done. Trying to push it as well at the same time. I'm going to do better now. So hopefully at home you're going to do a little bit better. If you were spot on, all 5, superb. Then push the cones back a tiny bit if you feel like you need to be pushed a little bit further. Okay? But weight pass, nice and key. Here it is. Ready, Chris? We're going to go again. Just 5 we're looking for. Ready? Off we go. Pretty good to start with. Bit short. Better. Oh. And time there. Certainly maybe 1 I went way too hard on, 1 way too soft, but the rest started to become slightly more consistent. So we're going to go again. Happy with 3 of those out of 5. Now I'm trying to get happy with 4. That's all it is, just trying to push yourself 1 tiny little step at a time. Okay, here we go again. Quick breathe if you need it. You ready, Chris?
Yep. Ready?
Born ready. Yeah.
Ready, set, go.
Stop. And there, 4th finish. Again, 3 out of 5, pretty decent. For me personally, 2 more should be a lot better. And certainly when I take a bit more care on the pass, everything else happens. If I'm rushing on the ball, I find I'm losing a little bit of control. Take care of the weight of pass first, okay, and the rest will become a lot easier. Go once more. Ready, Chris?
Yep.
Looking for 5, looking to try and get to 4 good ones if I can. Here we go, ready? Here we go. No! And time there. 3 again. Definitely something for me to work on. Try and improve the consistency. I'll have a little think about that for next week's session for you guys as well. Tricky. It's really tricky. It's just working out how hard you need to hit it, how far is the ball going to knock it back, how close are you to the wall. The closer you are, you can't play it as if you were from back there. It's going to fly off. Okay, moving on to the next part. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. Just whilst let's show you how we're going to look next. Two cones. What we're going to look at, start off with, we'll leave that one there. Just going to work this one really to begin with. I've come back to really close. Wall, back to three steps away. Could do with a see-through wall there, couldn't we?
Yeah. Hold up a little bit.
See what's going on. But yeah, you happy with that?
Yeah, good.
Come this way a little bit, or not?
Yes, I do.
I'll do, yeah. Okay. So, challenge now. Weight of pass, accuracy of pass, balance, all thrown into one. Tricky little drill. You need the weight of pass to help you balance, and you need good balance to help you weight of pass. So we're going to sort of merge them in together now and see how you guys get on. See how I get on as well. We're going to be going from 1 foot to 1 foot to back to pass the ball. Okay? 1 foot and pass the ball. Okay? You see, if I play too fast, it doesn't give me time to get there and back. If I play too slow, it gives me a little bit more time to maybe get my balance set. So I'm going to start off really slow. Okay, really slow. Need a touch, take a touch. Have a 5 seconds even. And hold there, switch over. Gonna work now. Other foot, balance on the opposite side. So it'll be right foot, left foot pass. For me anyway. You might have worked the other way around. Look, I'm just going to do a couple of these and we're nearly done. I know it's hard work, especially if you haven't done a lot of balancing work, using muscles you maybe don't normally use as often as we possibly should. So exactly the same again. Slow weight of pass. Over. If you need to take a touch, reset, go again. This foot hasn't touched the floor. Like so. I can't really talk during it. Not just because I'm not very good at multitasking, but purely because I've got to concentrate so hard on keeping my balance and thinking about everything that's going on with the ball at the same time. It's a really difficult exercise if either your balance or your weight of pass isn't pretty spot on. So it's really fine now. And it's going to really push you in both of those departments at the same time, balancing and your weight of pass. I'm going to challenge you now to, similar to keep you uppies, try and create a high score. So you're going to see how often you can go over, back, one touch, over, back, one touch, over, back, one touch, all without putting your second foot on the floor, and all without the ball stopping before it gets back to the line. So both have got to be pretty spot on here. See how you get on. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5 it is. 5 off my left foot balance. Now off my right foot balance, let's see how we get on. 1. 3. No, it wasn't there. 3, 3.5 maybe, if I'm being kind, but no, 3. 3 on the right foot. I probably would have maybe expected that. I know I need to work a little bit more on my balance on my foot. So for you guys at home, try and work both equally. Try and improve both. We're going to go back again. Try and beat our previous best score. So left foot balance, 5 for me to beat my score. If you're still going at home, very impressive. Keep it up. If you need to, and you're really struggling with this, and we can't get to 1, then go back away and work on your balance first. Go back away and work on your weight of pass first, and then come back to this. Here we go. Is that 4 or 5?
4.
4, going again. Left other foot. Could definitely do better over here. Here we go. And it's gone. Definite improvement on that side. Up to 6. You know, once more on each side. Hopefully you get the idea of what's going on. What's he doing? Here we go again. When we're ready. Right. 5 to beat. Oh, 7, definitely better. Now I can do more. Here we go again. Weak foot, 5 to beat. Let's try and finish with a good one. Here we go. Oh no, going again. That's 2. Here we go. Better, certainly a lot better. You see, 3 minutes of practice and I'm already starting to improve a tiny bit. Not loads, just a tiny bit by bit. Certainly very tiring work. If you haven't done lots of balancing work before, you find yourself really wobbling around. The more you practice, the more we get out and do that, the better feel you'll have, better strength throughout your legs and core you'll have as well. Weight of pass, massively important within the game. If you give the ball too fast to someone, then they might have someone behind them, they've got to deal with that and the defender all at the same time. If you play it too soft, you're killing the space that they've created. That's all from today. Very enjoyable session. I want to just say, keep on going to everyone that's been getting involved in the sessions, been watching them on YouTube, that's been taking part in our football shirt giveaway competition, which has got 10 episodes for you to have a little look at. still a few videos coming in, which is great to see people getting involved, and you keep it active and you keep doing what you're doing. You love playing football. So that's all from me, Joffrey Shea at Next Gen Football Academy. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.